School is just around the corner. I just checked and it is now 16 days away for us. And I've got most of the clothes shopping done and most of the school supply shopping done, although not quite all of it. However, I am going to make my school supply video right now because I have the school supplies that matter. I have the backpacks and the lunch boxes, and I don't think you probably really want to see Clorox wipes and paper towels and Kleenex boxes. You probably know what that looks like. And at least lunch boxes and backpacks show some personality. And so, without further ado, I'm going to jump right into what the lunch boxes, backpacks, shoes, and basically school supplies that the kids have already picked out are for this 2019-2020 school year. We got our backpacks this year at Target, and this is Sadie's backpack of choice. She got this little rainbow sparkly backpack. She was looking for a backpack that felt a little bit more grown up this year now that she is in middle school. She's 11, and so she didn't want characters or anything like that. This was the backpack that she decided on. I love her lunchbox. This is her lunchbox. It has the flip sequins on it, but in my opinion, the best part is the back, and it's this really soft velvety material, which is really nice. Next we have Maggie. For anyone who's new here, Maggie is our 9-year-old who's on the autism spectrum, and for her backpack she got a cat mermaid backpack. Now, if you know Maggie, you know that she loves all things mermaid, all things related to the sea, so this was really a perfect fit. And one of the other things that she's really interested in, right now her 3 interests are mermaid and sea life, bugs, and outer space. Outer space has been another interest for a very long time, and here is her rocket ship lunchbox. Next up, we have Patrick. Patrick is 6, he's turning 7 in November, and he's going into 1st grade. For his backpack, he very excitedly picked out a Toy Story backpack, and he had to have the matching Toy Story lunchbox. He's already been taking this with him every week to feeding therapy. He's really excited about it, and he's set and ready for 1st grade. Next up is James. James is going into K-Club. K-Club in Michigan is kind of in between preschool and kindergarten. It's basically for kids whose birthdays are between September and December. And because James has an October birthday, that's what we have decided we're going to do with him instead of another year of preschool. So James, who's very, very excited about K-Club, has picked out a slime backpack. If you know James, who's 4, he'll be 5 in October, everything has to be green for James. And there were not that many green backpack choices that we saw that he loved. And then when he saw this one and he saw this shiny green, he was immediately sold. And of course there was a matching slime lunchbox that he ran straight over to and grabbed. Last but not least is Tessie. Tessie just turned 3. She has been in a special full-day classroom all year, this entire past year, while she was 2. She goes to school from 8:30 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. It is an autism classroom that also has some inclusion with a mainstream classroom. When Tessie first started school, I got her like a cute little Tessie-sized backpack, and there was no way that that was going to work for Tessie's long days. And so she has had, I think, 2 hand-me-down backpacks this past year that the first one just got totally destroyed because it was a backpack that had belonged to Sadie and then Maggie and then Tessie, because Sadie took it to school, then Maggie took it to therapy, and I just grabbed it when Tessie started school. So this year I knew that I needed to get Tessie a big backpack. I picked this one, and the main factor in getting this backpack, all of these are from Target, as I said, was the padding. I liked how soft it was here, and I liked the padding on the straps because it makes it super comfortable. And she's little, and the kids in her class do carry their own backpacks out. Although Tessie's thing is, as soon as Tessie sees me, she'll be walking out with her little backpack, and as soon as she sees me, she starts taking it out, like holding her backpack out to hand it to me. And on the back of her backpack it says, "We are all made of stars," and it has little stars all over it. And for Tessie's lunchbox, Sadie helped pick it out, of course. It is a little unicorn. Tessie also loves unicorns and My Little Ponies, and so that is Tessie's. Next, let's talk about pencil boxes. I knew Sadie and Patrick would need pencil boxes. I'm not sure if James will. I haven't seen the supply lists yet, because the class lists haven't come out yet. And so that's another reason we haven't gotten all our supplies yet. But as soon as James saw Patrick and Sadie picking out their pencil cases, and this is the one Sadie picked out, shimmery. And Patrick, of course, matches his Toy Story theme. James then was like, where's the slime pencil box? And there wasn't a slime pencil box. We couldn't find a slime pencil box anywhere. So I finally saw this Minecraft one, which was the closest thing to one that matched his stuff that I could find. And I said, ooh, I think this is a slime pencil box. Look, it's green. And he was like, green. And he got really excited. So this is James's pencil box. As a 5th grader this year, Sadie will have a locker. And so we also headed out and got some locker supplies. She got a little magnetic mesh mirror cup. She got some square magnets to hang up some pictures with. And she got some little flower magnets so that she can kind of decorate and personalize her own locker and make it pretty and fun. The last thing I'm going to be showing you today is shoes. And shoe shopping with Sadie was truly shocking because that child will not stop growing. As I probably said like 10 times today, she's 11, she's going into 5th grade, she just turned 11, and she is now 3 sizes bigger than me in shoes. These are 10, 11, these are 11, 12s, these are 10s, and I got her the 10s. The 10s, these fit perfectly. These fit. There's like a tiny bit of room for growth. There's basically no room for growth in these, and she just really, really loved them. So I'm guessing that I'm buying her new shoes around December because the 10s are going to be too small. Because lately I have been getting her 11s, but there were just no cute 11s, and we've already gone to multiple stores, and we were having such a hard time finding her shoes that she liked, that when she found these and they actually fit, I got them for her. Because she'd been watching everyone else get shoes for 2 days, and she was getting a little bit sad about it. Meanwhile, Maggie is still definitely the size where you can find cute shoes. So I bought these shoes for Maggie first. She is a size 4 in girl shoes, which is basically she wore the same size shoes, which were like 12s or 13s for a very long time. And her feet just finally grew like 3 sizes this summer. Maggie wears through shoes so fast that I don't expect these to last all that long because her shoes just don't last very long. Which is one reason that I tend to get her a lot of pairs, because I know that number 1, she loves shoes, but number 2, she wears them out so fast. The next pair I got these when we were at Target, and it was because we were buying Patrick a pair of shoes, and the kids' shoes were buy one get one 50% off, and I asked James if he wanted me to buy him a pair of rain boots, and he started crying because he already had rain boots and he didn't want any other shoes. And so I said, okay, I'll buy Maggie shoes. I've already bought Tessie shoes. Sadie doesn't wear kid sizes. I guess that Maggie gets a new pair. And so that is how Maggie became a proud owner of these size 4 floopy shoes that Tessie will probably stim on all day long. And I grabbed these jellies because they were on clearance for $3. And they were cute, and they were a Maggie size, and she's like a 3-4, so these should fit her too. Next up is Patrick. As you will see, after showing several pairs of shoes for the other girls, and Sadie actually has another pair. Please don't catch yourself on fire or anything, kitty. It's a light bulb, but still that light bulb gets pretty hot. Be careful. Be careful, my friend. Patrick has these, and that is because we went to many different stores with Patrick, and he tried on many pairs of shoes, and many tears were shed in the process, and he hated all of them. They all felt too tight, too squishy. His toes felt wrong. It is definitely a sensory thing. It has definitely gotten worse. There has definitely been jokes by the adults around here that maybe the feeding therapist can work on this after she gets him to start eating something other than bread and apples. When I got him to pick out and say that he loved one pair of shoes, we called it a victory and said, okay, at least you have one pair of new shoes this year. Please leave my penguin alone, you little kitten. Is that your seat now? So these are Patrick's new shoes. They're Skechers. We got them at Target, and hopefully they don't scrunch his toes up too much because it seems like all shoes do. And he is now a size 2. He's gaining on Maggie. Next up is James. James picked out these. They light up? Oh, they do. James picked up these Simba shoes, and he loves them. He is wearing a size 10 right now, and that means he's wearing the exact same size as Tessie. He also has a pair of brand new Spider-Man sneakers that scrunched Patrick's toes too much, and so Patrick never ever wore them. And so he's been wearing those. He started wearing those yesterday for the first time, and so he actually has 2 brand new pairs of character sneakers. And he would have more shoes, but there was that whole tearful thing in Target where he cried that he didn't want more shoes. Between him and Patrick, I was not going to force anyone who was crying to buy shoes if they were that against getting. Now, last up is Tessie. So Sadie and Patrick and James picked these out for Tessie. These are size 10 My Little Pony sneakers. They're purple and pink. Tessie loves My Little Ponies, and so these are perfect for her. Tessie she also gets really excited about shoes like Maggie does, so it's really fun to buy shoes for her. She has 3 other pairs of shoes, and the reason that Tessie has so many shoes is because we keep finding $5 pairs of shoes on clearance that are her size that are super cute. Like this was $6. These were $6, brand new, and they're gold with little swans with pink tufts on them. And so I grabbed these, and then I also grabbed these. These are actually size 6, and they have zippers on the side, and they are the Skechers Twinkle Toes, and they were on clearance for $8. Oh, there they go. They light up on the sides. They were on clearance for $8 at Target. She'll wear these later on in the year. So basically this is for when she grows out of those. And so that is what the kids got for back to school. Of course, there's a ton of little school supplies that I'm not going to go over with you today because you do not need to see 1,000 pencils and folders and erasers and dry erase markers. That is it for today. If you like this video, we'd love it if you'd give it a thumbs up, and if you're interested in all things autism, we'd love it if you'd hit subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.